So the NBA has confirmed today that TNT did not match Amazon, and that Inside the NBA is officially over. Before we get on to things, you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We can hit 25.1 by the end of the day. By the end of the day, that would be incredible. But if you guys don't know, yesterday TNT released a statement basically saying that they matched an offer. They released a statement, and I will say that I think that, considering the fact this is months after the offers were given, I don't know what's going on, but we're proud of what we've delivered. And regrettably, League notified us of its intention to accept other offers for games in our current right pack, leaving us to proceed under the match rights provision, which is an integral part of our current agreement and rights we have paid under it. Rights we pay for under it. We've reviewed the offers and matched one of them. This will allow fans to keep enjoying our unparalleled coverage, including best live game productions in the industry, our iconic studio shows and talent, while building our 40-year commitment for many more years. Our matching paperwork was submitted today. We look forward to the league executing our new contract. I think they just did this to save face. From what I had heard, there was a 0% chance of them going with TNT, because they matched the lowest offer, which is Amazon, and from what I've heard, again, the NBA would rather have it on Amazon because there'll be more viewers. There will be more eyes watching it on Amazon than watching it on TNT. And also, for people wanting to watch it on the TV market, there are already, there are other deals in cable TV, which apparently the NBA feels is dying at the minute. This makes no odds to me because I'm in Ireland, but if I'm also looking at the NBA, especially the way Adam Silver is trying to undo everything David Stern has done, I don't think Adam Stern's a good commissioner. Not Adam Stern, sorry, Adam Silver undo everything that David Stern has done. I don't think he's a good commissioner, because from what it seems like with the second apron, with everything, they're trying to stop the dynasty. Even with OKC, in 3 years' time, OKC are going to have to start giving up their young players they're drafting. They're literally trying to punish teams who are drafting well. They're punishing competence. It's not punishing teams with big pockets. It is punishing competence. So it seems like they want it to be a league where a new team can win every year, and that there's no longer fans of players like with Steph and LeBron. They're become fans of the product, which is the opposite of what David Stern did. But if you don't know, this happened today. So it is officially over. Warner Bros.' recent proposal did not match the terms of Amazon Prime's video offer, and therefore we've entered a long-term arrangement with Amazon. Throughout these negotiations, our primary objective has been to maximize the reach and accessibility of our games for our fans. Our new arrangement with Amazon supports this goal by completing the broadcast, cable, and streaming packages that are already a part of our new Disney and NBC Universal agreements. All three partners have also committed substantial resources to promote the league and enhance fan experience. We are grateful to Turner Sports for its award-winning coverage of the NBA, and we look forward to another season of the NBA on TNT. Oh, they have one more year, don't they? I was confused, and I was like, they've got one more year. But yeah, I will also say, if you are the NBA, if you're Adam Silver, I don't think having, especially Shaq, but having a show that effectively just shits on players is that much of a priority. I don't know how much of an effect it has on the NBA watchers, because I think the majority of people that are going to be watching the TNT coverage care more about the halftime show than the game, and that seems to be the opposite of what Adam Silver is trying to do. It makes sense what he's doing. I don't think it's going to be the right decision long term, but we saw what happened in the football. If you don't know, Sky Sports News, there was a set of pundits, and they got rid of them all. They thought, you know what, we're going to replace them. They're getting a bit too old. Probably not good for the game having them in. And it did not work. It did not work out. So, yeah, it is a pity. It's sad to see Inside the NBA is officially over. And so there's not going to be any more who he play for. To be fair, maybe there will be. They'll have it for the next year. I'm not sure exactly when it's done. If it's one more year, we might see the craziest inside the NBA ever. We might see them completely not give a damn. They already don't give a damn. We might see them completely not give a damn. But I think the NBA are... I think they're trying to move a different direction with everything. And it is very clear from some people's perspective that it's awful. From their perspective, it seems to be a good thing. And I think that's just the case with everything in just the corporate world now, is that we're at a stage where the product doesn't matter anymore. Where it's all just about squeezing as much money as possible from said product. As somebody who came from the NBA 2K community, who absolutely loved that game, you can see with 2K that like they're trying to get as much money out of players as possible. They're trying to get as much money out of these TV networks as possible, or the NBA are trying to get as much money out of TV networks as possible. And you can see as time's going to go on and on and on with these deals, I think long term, the Amazon deal is probably going to lead to the NBA making more money than the short term deal of TNT, which will probably keep the fans happy for a couple of years. Whereas the NBA, especially because it's an 11-year deal, like this has to be taken into account, is it's an 11-year deal. You don't want TNT if you're the NBA in 4 years' time when this might be done. When Kenny Smith, Charles, and Shaq, it might just be played out. It's been 25 years. Like in 4 years' time, it'll be nearly 20 years with Shaq. Like that's where we're looking at it. Like it could be 20 years with this exact group, and maybe the NBA are looking at it that way because it is an extremely long-term deal. I think if it was a 2-year thing, they probably would have taken TNT's offers, but long-term, it makes sense with Amazon. And I do think we see the NBA taking a big downturn. People always talk about this growing league. I think we see it stop growing very soon. I think we see this as the biggest TV rights deal. I don't think the next one's going to be a record-breaking TV rights deal. Like, look, you can shear a sheep as many times as you want. You can only skin it once. And I think there's going to be a stage where it's just they've been overcharged for basketball fans, and eventually it's just going to go. But it makes sense what they're doing. Do I wish Inside the NBA would still be there? Yeah. I wish they didn't, and it is a sad day. It makes perfect sense because it is an 11-year deal. And imagine having Charles Barkley on the show in 11 years' time. And trust me, considering the fact, I'm saying this right now, they were testing out Draymond Green. The next person that was supposedly coming into this would have been Draymond Green when he retires. That might be 3 years from now. If we had to sit through 8 years of Draymond Green on Inside the NBA, it would have been a disaster. Trust me. So short term, this is awful. Long term, I mean, it might be good for the NBA. It makes no odds for the consumer, but it is sad to see this be done maybe as soon as today.